I think once you receive one, it just makes you want to try that much harder to receive it again. I know I felt lucky my sophomore year to get Player of the Year. I was up against two of my teammates on the national team now, and both of them had phenomenal years. And so when I won it the first time, you know, coming back my junior year I wanted to prove it wasn't a fluke, and that I could do it again. And then senior year I wanted to go out with a bang, and I wanted to have, you know, my best year yet. And so I won it again, and it's more motivation, I think, to try to, not necessarily to get the award, but just to improve your performance so that you'd be up for it again. And the records, I think, just made me work harder. You know, the big thing was when I broke the strikeout record my senior year, and it was funny because when I went to Texas my freshman year, I looked in the media guide for Texas to see what our school record was for strikeouts, and I think it was 680 something, and for a career. And you know, I IM with my parents a lot instead of calling them, and I IM my dad and told him the number, and he goes, "What's that?" And I was like, "How many strikeouts I need in my career." And then after my freshman year, when I had gotten, you know, over like I think I had 560 something, it was kind of amazing to see that the difference in what I was actually doing versus what was on paper for other people. And so when things are in sight, I like to work harder to go get them. And so I think the awards and records just kind of push me to do better. It's just always wanting to one-up myself from the day before. You know, there's never an absolutely 100% perfect performance. And going out and I guess striving for that not attainable perfect performance is kind of what keeps me going. I know at school it was kind of a running joke that if I didn't throw a no-hitter within, you know, 2 or 3 weeks of each other, something must be wrong. And I'm like, no-hitters really aren't that common, but people seem to think they are. And for me, it was just going out and trying to live up to the expectations that people set, just because I knew I could do it. And you know, so I just try to, you know, there's goals for certain games, but I think just bettering myself each day. Because if you ever sit back on, you know, what I did yesterday, then today's performance is going to suffer because I'm settling and not going out and trying to push myself.